Andre, just wondering what this is kind of like for you. For the first time ever in your career, you're going to be playing with a different jersey. Is there excitement, or how are you feeling there?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. It's been good training camp so far, and I'm adjusting pretty well, I think. So yeah, first preseason game, and I'm excited.
During camp, you've been playing a little bit with Hughes and Holtz, and I'm just wondering what you're enjoying of playing with talent like that, really young talent, and what they're bringing to that line.
Yeah, it's been great so far. Jack and Holtzy, they're great guys. They're a lot of skills, great hockey players. So I'm looking forward to play with them tonight, and yeah, hopefully we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Watching you out there today with the power play, working with Andrew Burnett, what is it like? He seems very vocal and wanting to work with you guys and show you exact places where he wants you to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of our really first time together as a unit, so we're just trying to work on things, talk about it a little bit more, and of course we're gonna try it probably, tonight. So it's work in progress, and we're just gonna play and get better.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you.
What do you remember about playing at the Rock when you were with Tampa?
Here?
Yes.
Uh, I mean, it was just always kind of hard place to play. Always hard games. So yeah, that's what I'm remembering.
And even though it's a preseason game and you still want the win, but what do you want to show and really be successful with tonight for tonight to be a success for you personally?
Yeah, it's a preseason game, but we as a team we just want to work on those things we did in the practice, and including myself, I just want to try to do the system right and do the right things.
It's a first preseason game that you're getting in here. You've been working a lot with Ondrej and Jack. How have you liked the way your set of talents maybe comes out when you're playing with high caliber players like that?
I think that helps a lot, of course. Playing with such high caliber play, like you said, with Andre and Jack, helps my game. I'm just going to try to work hard out there, create space for those guys, and yeah, use my shot.
How much are you that type of player where, not necessarily that you need that type of player around you, but just how much it helps you along the way?
I wouldn't say I really need it, but
Yeah.
of course it helps a lot. If I want to have my best kind of game, it helps a lot to have those kind of players around me. The battle are hard, skilled guys that can make great plays as well.
I saw Bruno talking to you guys at first power play unit, wondering, what type of communicator he is, what type of things he was asking from you in particular, given that role that you'll be able to play tonight.
No, I really like how he's working right now. So it's been a good start. He just likes small details all the time, keep good passes, have good movement. So yeah, I feel this is gonna be good.
When you're looking at that first unit, that's a heck of a lot of talent in one power play unit. What sort of excites you about what could potentially happen there?
No, totally. It's a lot of talent in that power play. So we had a lot of different options. So we can do a lot of different things out there. So they can't read us out there.
Shimon, just wondering your thoughts getting into your first game here. You've played in the rookie tournament, but now it must feel a little more real.
Yeah, I'm really excited to play first game, but it's preseason, I'm really excited to play first preseason NHL game.
How do you feel your camp has gone? And I know when you played your first game in Buffalo, you said have to get used to the ice size, making those decisions. Do you feel that that's something that's coming for you?
Yeah, we played a couple scrimmage, and I think I'm better every day, and I hope it will be better tonight.
And what have you enjoyed about being at training camp right now where all the other NHL guys are here?
Yeah, here's the most NHL players. They are really good players, and I learn something new every day, and I'm really like to be here.
What has the coaching staff, whether it's Lindy or Ryan McGill, talked to you about, where your path is going, where you're going right now? You want to play here. There's other options as well.
We didn't talk about it, but we will see couple next week.
Perfect. Thank you. Is this a similar situation where we'll see a bit of both goaltenders tonight?
Yeah, both of them get to play, and we'll kind of carry that on for a little bit.
What have you liked about the way that Palat, Hughes, and Holtz have worked together in this camp to keep them in that position right now?
Well, I think we set out to just see what maybe Jack's speed, his creativity could bring to Holtz's game. A guy like Palat, who we know plays the game the right way and can be a key guy offensively, can be a key guy away from the puck. So you've got a guy there that can help take care of both those players in some of the defensive situations, and on the offensive side, you're just looking for some chemistry.
Right now, with where Alex is in his career, is it important to put him with high-caliber players like that in order to help bring out the best in him? How do you gauge it?
Well, I think we gauge it by every practice. We gauge it by the scrimmages we had, and now the level of compete goes up when you start playing against an opponent. He's really going to make the decision for us. He's been given the opportunity. He knows the game, parts of his game that he needs to improve and work on inside a game. That'll make a difference and push him for a spot on the team.
In Buffalo, after Shimon played his first game, he said, the size of the ice, those were things that were a bit alarming at first. Do you feel that he's getting more comfortable as camp goes on and that this will be a good opportunity for him?
Well, I think number one, he has to get comfortable with the way we play. I don't think he was comfortable with that in Buffalo. I think sometimes a first-year player with his caliber is trying to do too much. I think too much in some of the situations got him in trouble. We know what he can bring. We know his skill level. So it's keeping the game in front of him, playing well defensively, and probably not put too much risk in his game.
Lindy, is Zetterlund in the same position as Holtz after the seasons that he's had in Utica and what he might be able to bring to this lineup?
Yeah, well, I think you look at the end of the year what he brought to our team. He made a statement that he can score, he can get involved physically, he can be a hard player to play against. I think the one thing we said at the end of the year was we need to be a harder team to play against. We need to be a team that, a lot like last night, when you're in a one-goal game, it was hard for the opposition to create opportunities. We were hard on pucks. We got over top of pucks. Physically, we were strong in our 50-50s, and that's the area of the game that I think can really change for our Devils hockey team.
And is there any other update on Nico? Is he all right? Will we see him again in the preseason at some point?
I can't say that right now. Last night was more precautionary. I think he'll undergo some tests today just to make sure that everything is good. I had a really good conversation with him, which would lead me to believe he'll be playing again in the preseason. But you never know where some of these things lead.
What was some area that Nemec struggled, like that he needed to improve in terms of the system?
D-zone coverage. Sometimes where he got to. I think sometimes you saw him as a right D. He was up covering the left point. And maybe that's a systematic change, or maybe they were a lot more man-on-man where he played. And, that's just kind of breaking that habit. I think you saw last night, our D did a great job around our net. They were always there. We didn't get outnumbered around the front of our net very often. We didn't give up any of those small ice chances down low. And I think in Buffalo, we saw too many of those. Not just on him, but I think that staying connected part around the front of the net is really important for the defense.
And a lot of new voices in this room, behind the bench. Why are new voices needed, or what element do they bring?
Well, I can tell you one thing. We haven't been in the playoffs for a long period of time. That's A. And I think when you bring in winners, you bring in guys that have been part of winning teams, have played playoff games, they know what it takes. I think first you have to do it on the ice, and these guys have done it on the ice. And then you can be vocal and you can lead in the room, but you have to do the right things on the ice first before you can be that vocal leader in the dressing room.
I know Eric Hall is one of those guys, one of those leaders, those veteran guys to have in a locker room is a positive. What about his game on the ice do you appreciate respect, and you're glad you'll be able to have that here?
Well, his play away from the puck, I think, his two-way game. We know that he can be a factor offensively, but I think how hard he can be on pucks. Defensively, face-offs, in small areas, a lot of one-percenters that he knows he can play in the middle, he knows he can play in the wing. Physically, I think he can dominate small ice, and he's willing to engage physically.
Right now you've had Mercer with Holla and Woody. What do you like about kind of that combination and what that brings out of Dawson?
There's stuff I've liked, there's stuff I haven't liked. If you want to go to the what I liked, I think they've been able to open up Woody with some of his speed. For me, there hasn't been enough connectivity in the offensive zone where you get puck possession and you can get a team on the ropes even through the scrimmages. I looked at some of the scrimmages were away from the puck. They were giving up too many opportunities. So it's a line we're looking at. We're going to take a look at in tonight's scrimmage, and we hope we get more from.